I am muted. Let's unmute the mic. Hi, guys. Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming. We're going to give everybody just one more second to jump in, and then we'll get started. When you come in, if you would not mind dropping your name and where you're joining us from down in the comments, that would be fantastic. We will get started in just a moment. I'm so excited to meet everybody tonight. This should be lots of fun. All right, guys. So for anybody that doesn't know me, my name is emilyoz. I am the owner and CEO here at Signpost Destinations. This event is in response to the incredible response we got to our inquiry of our job posting. So it just became easier for us to do something like this to try to get information out to a lot of you quickly versus trying to do individual interviews for that many people. So I've got a little presentation, a couple slides to kind of go over who I am, tell you a little bit about our company, and to let you know what next steps are like. So let's go ahead and get started. Going to share my screen. Let's see. All right. You know what? I'm going to stop sharing that. All right, I'm going to put you guys over here. All right. Again, if you guys are here, pop in, say hello, drop your name in the comments, and we will get started. All right. Here we go. All right, guys. So this is Signpost Destinations. And I'm going to change again real quick. Here we go. Okay. Where are your faces at? Let me get you guys back. All right. So welcome to Signpost Destinations. So first, just a little bit about us. We are a fully online virtual remote travel agency. It's not something new. There are hundreds all over the country. We are just one of many, based out of the Ann Arbor, Michigan area. And I have advisors that are currently operating all over the country, but they're not in Florida, California, Hawaii, Washington State, Puerto Rico, or Canada. We can talk about that a little bit later, or if you are from one of those places, we can have a separate conversation about it. Formally established back in early 2020. Yes, that is right as the pandemic was hitting. Seemed like a great time to get in and learn and to get set up. I am so glad and grateful that I did. I sold all throughout the pandemic. Obviously, sales have gotten much better. So good, in fact, that I have to expand and hire a team. Plus, I want to. So that's where we are now. The one question that I get asked a lot is, why did I decide to start a travel agency? And the main reason is time. I have discovered that time is very, very important. Not only to myself in making sure that I'm prioritizing time and using time well, but also I saw that need out in the world of people needing to find better outlets of spending time because time was just passing too quickly. So that is that. Okay, so here's a little bit more about us as a company here at Signpost Destinations. So our purpose is to create impactful travel experiences through exceptional service to our clients, travelers who seek incredible experiences and opportunities in order to create lasting memories. So who are our clients? Typically, this is who they are. It's pretty easy to say that this covers all of them. People who value time with other people, with their people. They value travel as an immersive experience and also view travel as an opportunity to create memories. So what do we provide? What we're doing is full service custom trip planning. So it's not these one and done packages, pull it off the shelf sort of a thing. Everything is done specifically tailored to their needs. Every client and every trip is unique. So why do we do what we do? Our clients come to us because they need a pause in their everyday life and temporarily separate themselves, step away from either demanding jobs or schedules or something crazy and chaotic going on in their life. I'm sure you can relate with that too. So our service gives them back time as well as giving them something to look forward to. On average, this is the statistic, you can look it up, I'm not making this up. It takes the average person about 40 hours to plan a trip. So we do that so that they can take that time and spend it with their family or just have that time back in their life. So how do we work? So Signpost Destinations is its own entity. We are legal, we are official, the government knows we exist. We are a registered LLC. We operate with tax ID number. Our consortia is Travel Leaders, which is one of the biggest and most well-known in the travel industry. We do not operate under a host. I am fully independent, which means all of the credentials are mine that I've worked for in the last couple years. So that's that. And we can talk about that a little bit more later too in depth. All of our independent contractors are fully independent. All of everybody that comes on board. There are no benefits. You file and pay your own taxes with your tax ID, and you get paid in commissions as well as by charging service fees. So Signpost Destinations will pay you commissions for your work. In exchange, you pay a monthly fee and an onboarding fee, plus a commission split in exchange for using the credentials and services that we provide. So again, we'll talk about this a little bit more. That's the number one question that we get around here is people don't always understand how the I-9 contractor works. So every IC is taught how to efficiently charge professional planning services, and you get to retain 100% of that fee. So let's move on. Again, this is not an uncommon thing to be an I-9 contractor. You probably deal with I-9 contractors and don't even realize it. Photographers and daycare workers and building contractors and hairstylists and lawyers and counselors. There's all sorts of different people that work around that work under this sort of a situation as an I-9 contractor. So the definition of an independent contractor is any person who performs a service for a company without being bound to the same requirements as an employee. So if you're an employee, there are strict rules you have to follow, things like that. You get a lot more freedom as an I-9 contractor. So also to be a little bit more specific, it's an exchange of goods and services. So as a company, we provide access to travel credentials that you need to sell, as well as training and tools and resources. And then the IC provides time and work, and obviously they serve the clients. So you work independently. I-9 contractors set their own hours. They're paid commission, things like that. That's all pretty self-explanatory. It's a very simple process. And also you utilize all the company services. So you would get your own leads and clients, but you also get to retain them, which is nice. And obviously there's unlimited earning potential, which is, that's pretty nice. So, okay, how do travel advisors get paid? So there are vendors. Sometimes that word is used interchangeably with the word supplier. So examples of vendors would be like Disney, Marriott, Hilton, Royal Caribbean. So a travel advisor books a client by going through a travel advisor vendor site. And then the client travels. The vendor then would pay out commission to us as a company, Signpost Destinations, and then Signpost Destinations pays the commission split back to the travel advisor. So some quick fun facts for you guys. Hopefully this makes sense. This is another question we get a lot. Why would people work with a travel advisor over us, and why would vendors work with travel advisors over sites like, say, Expedia? So a vendor, let's use like a Hilton property somewhere. So they can pay up to and around average 30% in order to be listed on sites like Expedia. So 30% of their overhead for people traveling goes directly to those sites in order to be able to advertise to get clients in. Now, those same exact vendors, same Hilton properties, whatever, Marriott, Royal Caribbean, they pay travel advisors anywhere from 15 to 20% commission. So it costs them a lot less to work with travel advisors versus those large sites. Also, they're super impersonal and there's really no great way to go about it. It's just kind of one size fits all. So as advisors, we can create custom plans and make sure that we're fitting clients to the right trip and the right property and things like that. And vendors love us because, we bring in higher quality, better caliber clients typically. Also, the rates that we see as advisors are either the same or lower than what are out there. It doesn't cost more money for people to use a travel advisor versus booking on their own through a site. The biggest benefit comes in from providing that service, exceptional service, and obviously taking care of, just it's that concierge level service. So let's see. All right, let's move on. So here's some benefits. You guys can read it. I'm not going to read all these to you guys, but there's some really great benefits to being a travel advisor. Obviously, you get high commission splits. You're covered with insurance. There's all sorts of tools at your disposal. Great relationships with vendors, coaching, mentoring, automations. Your own travel and discounts on travel, things like that are also obviously wonderful. So next up. Okay, so hiring, we are hiring independent contractor travel advisors. So an IC is an independent contractor, TA is travel advisor. So, a lot of people say travel agent too. That's kind of like old school lingo. Most people prefer the title advisor. So travel advisors. So anybody that's on our team is responsible for the use of tools, learning how to use them, in exchange, right, for the commission split. We've already talked about that. You get to sell pretty much whatever you want to whomever you want. You're responsible for your own leads, and you get to keep them if you decide to part ways with us at any point. And also the thing here is, yes, it is lead generation, but one of the great benefits of us is that I will teach you all the tricks that I know, give you all the tools and resources for being able to attract the right clients and bringing in those leads. So you're not completely on your own. That's a really wonderful benefit of working with an agency like us. So responsible for some marketing. Again, luckily for people who are on my team, I love marketing. I have a large library that's available to use at your disposal. Again, all falling under those fees, and that's just part of being on the team. You need to make sure you get through all of your training, maintain your contract, and obviously upholding the values of the company. So one more thing to mention too. So I am building a team, which means that there is more than one open position. So I have a very high, the team that I've already hired, they have set the bar really high for team members. They are absolute rock stars. And I want to make sure that I'm bringing on the same caliber of people. So we will, that's one reason why I wanted to do this tonight, was to make sure that being fully transparent about who we are and what we're looking for. And I just want to make sure that I'm meeting the right people and bringing in the right people to our team that are going to carry that same level of service. So hopefully we're looking to get 6 more people brought in this spring. But the goal for us for the year is 30. So we are looking for people to fill like sub niches of our brand as a whole. So we've got Europe, we have Disney, we've got adventure. So we're also looking for more Disney, maybe like a cruise specialist. There's all sorts of different things, and we can obviously talk about that one-on-one. So let's move on. So what can you expect from us? So training, teaching, and assistance to be who you would like to be and grow into as a travel advisor, and you get to sell what you want. You get paid commissions in a timely manner, marketing, tools and resources, the latest and greatest. And we're going to help you set your goals and teach you best practices and teach you selling skills. So a little bit about me, quick side note. My background is in teaching, and I also love coaching. So those are things that I bring to my own team that you won't necessarily find in other places, is that I will do that for my ICs. I really try and work really hard at building a good bond with them and making sure that they feel fully supported in our setting, on our team. So in addition to running a business and selling travel and working with my clients and training my team, I also work part-time. I coach people who are building and starting brand new travel agencies. So that's not for everyone, which is, there's many different ways to get into the travel industry. That's just one. Partnering with an agency like us is a different way. So that's what I do every day. I help people start businesses and become awesome, successful travel advisors. So I get to bring all of that experience over here to my team. So if you join our team, that's one of those great benefits that you would get. So starting your own agency is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I've spent the last couple of years doing this and watching people do it. I will give you guys just a quick little peek at what that's like in a minute. But anyways, so that's one reason why, okay, we're going to talk about that. But the other thing that I offer to everybody is frequent one-on-one sessions with just me. So one thing that's expected is goal setting and making sure that we're teaching you the right skills and using the tools and things like that, and working towards those goals. So, when we talk about earning commissions as a travel advisor, this is not a cutthroat sort of a thing. You're never going to be pinned against other travel advisors on the team. The only competition is with yourself and with the goals that you've set. So, nobody's going to be, thrown out or, anything like that because you didn't make your sales goal or this person did better than you. None of that. I promise. Absolutely none of that. It is just a matter of what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? And then I'll do everything in my power to help you get there. So also we do monthly team meetings with a purpose. So obviously I want to know what's going on, if you guys have any issues, things like that. But for instance, our May meeting is all about social media and marketing. So I will be teaching and training my staff on that meeting about things and questions that they've been asking about. So there will be ongoing training sessions like that as well. So next up. So another thing that's really important to me is that this is mutually beneficial, anybody that joins our team. So obviously I'm looking for ideal clients not ideal clients. I'm so sorry. Travel advisors to join our team that are a great fit and that will work really well with our ideal clients. And at the same time, we need to make sure that we're a good fit for you as well. So it's not a one-way street. That's, again, another one of those beautiful things about being an I-9 contractor is that we're partners. We're working together. So things that are super important to me, I built my business around is commitment, communication, and trust. So that's at the core of everything, making sure that there's always open communication. I want to make sure that I'm an open book. You guys have access to me whenever you need it. I say it's an open door policy. I need a better word because obviously we're virtual and my team is all over the country. But essentially, if you need me, everybody on the team has my phone number. They can text, they can message, we can jump on Teams, we can do whatever we need to make sure things get handled and that you feel better and comfortable and confident moving on. So not moving on, continuing on. So obviously we're going to work together for the good of the clients, and there's also great perks. So, one last quick note about the team and making sure that everybody fits really well. So Signpost Destinations, a big element is making sure that we are being as inclusive as possible for people from all different walks of life. Our clients are they're all different. Every family is different. Everybody looks different. They're from different places and things like that, different backgrounds. And honestly, our team is shaping up to be rather inclusive and diverse as well. So those are very strong values that I hold and that also I hope to share with everybody that joins our team. Let's talk about some misconceptions. So we are not an MLM. We are not multi-level marketing, which means, nope, you're not recruiting. Your sales are your sales. There's no competition within the company, nothing like that. Like I said earlier, you're only competitive against yourself and your own goals, things like that. The next thing is that you're not paid hourly because you guys aren't employees. You guys are contractors. And this is one that really gets me fired up is people, I've gotten emails and nastygrams about like, oh, why would I ever pay to work for you? Why would I ever pay to work for a company? So that's the very backwards way of thinking about it is you're paying to work. The truth is that you're paying to utilize those services because to be in the travel industry, you have to have tools and resources. You have to have credentials, and that's going to cost you a lot of money. We're going to look at it again in a minute. So what I'm offering, my onboarding fee and my monthly fees that I am charging my team members goes towards those expenses. And I promise you, it is less than what you would do on your own. And it's probably going to be less than other places as well. So we will look at it. I'm very open and transparent about it. Ask questions, please. So the other thing is that it's looking like it's going to end up costing us about 25 grand to run this company this year. And that includes a world-class training program that we have access to and top of the line, great tools and resources that it takes to sell travel, that it takes to work with our clients. So I've also brought my husband on board. He is my CTO. He runs background for me. He does all of my technical things. We work with Microsoft Teams, things like that. So one thing that he and I have talked about over time of when looking at building out this team is that we want this agency, Signpost Destinations, to actually be in 2022. A lot of the travel industry is very behind the times. So we are paperless and we rely a lot on video and emails and video conferencing and things like that. So that all has a cost. So, it's team effort around here. We can talk about it more. So I'm going to give you guys a comparison here. I guess not just yet. We're going to talk about these. So you have credentials. You have to have credentials to sell. And in order to get those credentials, you have to have relationships established. You have to have a sales minimum that is well within the 6 figures. And if you want to sell travel, that's not something that you can just do right out of the gate. So you have to partner with somebody who has credentials. So I have been very fortunate that I was able to get to that point the beginning of 2022. So I operate under my own credentials, and obviously there's still a cost for being able to maintain that. And obviously there's a bunch of startup costs. There's training that I provide and obviously coaching. We will talk a little bit more about the onboarding fee and the monthly fee in a moment. And also you can see what it would look like to DIY, what this looks like. So the section in brown there is talking about charging service fees as consultants to our clients. And you can see my numbers there. So my service fees when I was working just totally by myself last year, accounted for almost 30% of my income. And I have a 98% close rate with my clients every time I charge a service fee. So it's just building those relationships. All right, guys, so here is a really great chart that I threw together for you guys that kind of breaks down the difference. So the brown column here is what I paid to start this business. And I am very frugal. So this is at the low end of, honestly, what it is to really get yourself established in this industry. So $6,000 for training, $1,500 to get everything set up. Setup means domain and getting my LLC, all my legal paperwork set up, and legal fees, and my branding, and access to all sorts of different accounts and things like that. So, and then I was also right out the gate paying close to $115 a month for the different services and tools that I was using. So you can kind of see going down here, if you guys sign up with the host, usually there's an onboarding fee, there's a monthly fee to share their credentials, just like with me. And sometimes companies have you pay for some of these extra things that we provide. So we provide social media and email marketing. Occasionally we can pass over leads. We're looking at an event coming up and hope to get in about 1,000 different leads is the goal, and we will share those amongst the team. Most places do not provide leads. So, and different tools. So CRM and video and email, those are all things that we are including. And if you are on your own or with a different host, those are things that either don't belong to you, that you're renting space for, or it's not provided and you have to purchase those things. So, and then we can talk about, these are just other things here too that are included. So, all right. So the ideal candidate that we're looking for is passionate about travel. They're organized and detail oriented. It's really important, since we are a tech-based travel agency, that you have a computer, phone, high-speed internet, and that you're pretty decent with using technology. Another great trait of an ideal candidate is somebody who loves to help other people and, you know, can bend and flex to those varying needs of people. So the ideal client will deliver exceptional customer service, exceed client expectations, and keep our clients satisfied to promote recurring business. And last but not least, I will put this up on the screen again in a moment. I am doing open interviews with people that are here, people that see this video, all next week, pretty much. So they're 15 to 20 minutes. They're with me personally in Teams. It'll be a video chat. And you can see that there. If you guys get out your phone, you can actually snap a picture of this QR code, and there's a link in there that says work with us, schedule an open interview. You can click that, and we will, you can get on my calendar and chat with me. So let me get back here. All right, guys, let's see. I'm going to go look at the comments. Let's take a look. Hey, oh, it's Debbie. Hi, Debbie. So nice to see you. All right, guys. Yep. So open interviews next week. We will, here, let me throw this up for you guys again, if you'd like. This is that QR code. You can go ahead and I'll take this off here. Sorry. You guys can scan that, and that will take you into the page where you can schedule an open interview with yours truly. So go back in here. Does anybody have any questions? I love questions. I am ready for you. I'm going to go see over here if we've got any other questions. Keep an eye out. You guys have any questions, drop them below. I already know something that I forgot to share, which is this. It is April 22nd at time of recording. Hopefully with interviews next week. Hi, Brenda. Oh, I'm so excited you're here. I've been looking forward to meeting you. So yes, open interviews next week, and looking to make a decision hopefully by the end of next week on anybody that interviews. And the goal is to bring people in, hopefully starting May 1st. If not, we can start May 15th, whatever that, like 2 Mondays after. Let me see. So probably starting most everybody May 2nd, and then also May 16th are going to be our 2 different start dates, depending on how many people come in, how many people we start, because it's a lot to have too many people all at once. I like to stagger starts so that we can it's just easier for scheduling one-on-ones with everybody and making sure that we get you guys the attention that you need and the training that you need. So yeah, Brenda, where are you watching from? Where are you coming from? I will let's see if there's anybody else. I'm just going to hang out for a little bit in case anybody else has questions. And we can jump in. I'm going to email out this video too for anybody that wants to. Let's see. Anybody that wants to rewatch this later? Virginia. Awesome. I don't have any advisors in Virginia yet, Brenda. I'm very excited about that. That's cool. I've got advisors in New York and Montana, all over the place. I've got one in Michigan with me. So, okay. Just checking over here, see if there's anything else that I'm missing. All right. Well, here, Brenda, I'm going to throw this up for you. You can scan this. You can just take a picture of it with your phone. And there's a link in there to grab an appointment time. And we can do an interview next week. So I'm excited to meet you. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for now. If you missed the presentation, you can just drop your email in the chats for the video, or else you can go over to our Facebook page and jump on the link tree there, and the link is over there. I'll make sure that the link is up not only for the recording, but also for scheduling an interview. So, I'm excited to meet you guys. If you have any questions, let me know. You're also welcome to email me. My email is, let me throw it in the comments for you. It is emilyoz at Signpost Travel Group. There you go. There you go. There's my email for anybody that's looking. If you'd rather just email me, Facebook message works too. I have 2 phones and 2 computers, and I'm pretty much always available, guys. So great. Awesome. Well, I look forward to meeting a bunch of you next week. And any questions, just let me know. If not, I will talk to you guys later. Have a nice weekend, guys. Bye, everybody.